Hey, shop at Teesprings for all your goods merchandise. We got what you need. You need shirts? No problem. You need mugs? No problem. You ain't got no money? Problem. Get the red suit, get the monkey, raise some money, buy a shirt.
Hey guys, welcome to the day's box office report. I'm Manny.
Terrence.
And really slow freaking time at the box office right now. I mean, they're just freaking, craving for some good old fashioned freaking blockbuster to come in and do something.
Because there ain't been no blockbusters out. Nothing has come out.
Nothing's going on.
I mean, The Invitation, which I still yet to see, even though I felt like I've already seen the movie.
I didn't get an invitation.
Nobody got an invitation to that movie.
Exactly. Like
nobody RSVP'd to that movie.
You haven't had a really successful September really since It.
Right.
When It came out, a few years ago in 2017 at like September 6th or so, it was amazing.
Right.
But
it was one
it was a known title.
Yeah,
Stephen King.
And the build up to the remake, and it was like, oh man, people really wanted to see it. Like the stuff that's been coming out lately, nobody really wants to see.
Right, and how about the nostalgia factor?
Yeah, exactly,
from the 80s,
right.
That boosted it up even more. After that, you really haven't gotten anything. Then you get Chapter 2, okay, fine. And outside of that, no September releases. So this past week, Barbarian.
Oh yeah, I still don't know what that movie
came out. Number one, $10 million. It's basically The Descent in the House.
It's Descent in House. So it's The Descent in the House. The Descent through the house.
In the basement.
Or House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yep. Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, exactly. You know, makes sense. I mean, it still doesn't make me want to see the movie, but hey, if you need something to relate it to, you can relate it to that.
The reason I started with It too is because Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise, is in this movie.
Yeah, I did see that in the credit. But so I like a trailer that doesn't give away too much.
The Invitation.
And yeah, that doesn't give away too much, but leaves you with enough interest to want to still go out and see, ooh, what's this movie about? Though I also hate the opposite side, where it gives me nothing, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching this movie for?
What's called teaser? Movie?
That's the teaser.
Right.
Give
me a teaser, and then maybe give me a little bit more, and then be done. I don't need any more because you're just giving everything away.
Yeah. So Barbarian, as many commercials that I've seen and trailers pop up, online and on TV and stuff like that, it's just not gotten me to want to see it. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's a movie.
Well, 2,340 theaters played it. It was on that many screens.
And it only made $10 million.
And it only made $10 million. But you know what? Given the fact that you're in basically still the school year, and then you add the fact that it's a football weekend where NFL starts.
Yeah, true. It's competing with a lot of stuff.
It's competing with a lot of stuff. So I don't.
Is it A24?
No, it is not. It's actually 20th Century Fox.
Oh God, they lost money.
Disney.
They lost money. Lost money. If it was A24, I'd have been like, man, $10 million, that's great.
You think so? I think you could easily.
Ghost House.
I gotta find
$10 million.
I gotta
that's
find
great.
a budget for that, but at $10 million, budget's got to be at least 4 to 6. You got Justin Long, your boy from AT&T.
Yeah.
So you got
Justin Long still saying like AT&T. I should be getting $10 million out of this.
So anyway, so that was your number one. Number two was Brahmāstra Part 1 Chiva, which is a Hindi adventure type movie.
All right.
So, you get some Bollywood action. Now, this isn't the first Bollywood movie that's actually done well in the box office. We've talked about these before.
Yeah.
But this one came out number 2, $4.4 million out of 810 screens. Now, think about that. You get 810 screens.
Yes.
$4.4 million. You get 2,340 screens. You get $10 million. I think the percentage is on Brahmāstra.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wins already because we know it takes 1,000 rupees equal $1. So that's basically $4 billion in rupees in Indian money. So they won 100%. But it's a foreign film, and most foreign films are low budget anyway. So I mean, for it to make $4 million here in the United States, who knows how much it made in India, and who knows how much it's making international. So this movie, they're probably gonna make 15 different versions.
That Warcraft money.
Exactly.
That Battleship money.
We're probably gonna hear more from this franchise, but this was definitely
it is a part 1, so expect a part 2 or 3.
Part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Next one was Bullet Train, 3.25
Oh,
million.
that's still in the box office.
It
That's crazy.
is, yeah, number 3 so far. That thing has made $92 million. Not bad for Sony.
Impressive. I mean, it had a lot of cameos. I'm not sure if it's still profitable yet.
No, man, that's a good. I wonder.
I mean, unless they took nothing. I mean, it was Brad Pitt. It was Brad Pitt. He's kind of like, yeah, just do it as a favor.
That can easily be a $20-30 million budget, maybe 40.
Okay, so they're at the break-even point right now.
It's about. I think it's about like barely crossing profit. I think after marketing. One that you know is profitable. Top Gun Maverick, $3.1 million at number 4.
Who hasn't seen this movie yet?
Now here's the crazy part is that it is still in over 3,000 screens.
What? There is nothing in the movies right now that they were like,
700.
should we take Top Gun down for this?
$705 million.
Jeez, and that's just domestic.
That's just domestic. Now it's gonna have a long way to go before it catches freaking Star Wars because that's like 900 and something million dollars
just the fact that
domestically.
this thing this thing because it hit $1 billion, right? Or it's
Worldwide,
close.
yes.
Yeah,
Worldwide, yes.
Just the fact that this movie made $1 billion is an amazing success for this movie. It's a franchise that's 20, 30 plus, 40 plus years old, almost 40. It's like that. This franchise is that old, and this is the sequel. This isn't like, oh, this is the 4th film in the series, or this is like the 3rd film in the series. So like people had to see it to kind of finish out the saga. But no, this is the 2nd film, almost 40 years later, and it made $1 billion.
Okay.
And all I'm thinking right now is all the money they lost from the last 3 decades that they could have been doing Top Gun movies.
But do you honestly believe that as committed in how he is as an actor now, that Tom Cruise could have pulled that off back then? I don't think he could have.
I mean,
he's a far more established and more disciplined and passionate actor, more than he was when he was young. So I don't really see. I think that it was perfect timing. Now, I don't think.
But this is also a man who's done like 7 Mission Impossible films.
True, you're right, because that's what I think. That's where it started coming a little bit more. But then getting all those projects like Magnolia, Eyes Wide Shut, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Vanilla Sky. But I'm talking about
the
like
Mummy.
And then there's the Mummy. But that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I don't think it's a time to freaking waste anymore. I think you got to pull one more Top Gun out of him. If you're gonna kill him off, or let him come out sporadically and give it a little bit more to Miles Teller, and let him take over a little bit. But you definitely got to have this guy, man. You got to have one more
to lead this franchise.
Yeah, I think Teller's great.
I mean, that's fine.
He's the new Shia LaBeouf, but he's still great.
He's the new Shia LaBeouf. He's definitely the new Shia LaBeouf. But like, think of name a Miles Teller franchise.
This is it. This is gonna be it. I'm telling you. This is.
What was
you're not gonna get Whiplash, which he was fantastic in Whiplash.
I mean, well, that was based on a true story. So, I mean, wasn't it? And then about the guy with the drummer and stuff like that. It was based. I thought it was based on a true story.
But he was fantastic in that movie.
But what I'm saying is
but then you get Fantastic Four and
well, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about the Virgin. Exactly. It was like he is the Sam Worthington. He is the
the Joe Kinnaman.
The Jai Courtney.
The Joel Kinnaman.
So I was like, yes, in a role where it suits them, yeah, it works. And once again, Miles Teller, way better acting than they are. I will definitely say that. But is his face big enough to say he can lead a franchise?
Yes. Absolutely. All right, going on.
I don't know where it's like he's always a jerk.
Rounding out.
What movie are you gonna make?
Shia LaBeouf and Zac Efron are both jerks and everything.
I like Zac.
DC, put him in the next freaking Top Gun. I wouldn't mind seeing Zac Efron in that. I think he could.
Oh, but it would just scream Zac Efron. It's like he couldn't fade away in the background. It would just.
Rounding out the top 5 is DC League of Super Pets with The Rock and Kevin Hart. $2.8 million has grossed $85 million, or in other words, Rock's paycheck. And
they have now earned enough to pay The Rock.
Yeah. So that is rounding out the top 5, and then you go back. What you were talking about was.
Oh wait, they still can't pay Kevin Hart in this.
I know.
Dang it, they're losing money.
Rounding out the top 5 is The Invitation, Life Mark, Beast.
Invitation wasn't even in the top 5.
No, and then Minions rounds out the top 10.
I kind of want to see this movie now just to help.
I'm sorry, Spider-Man: No Way Home, the more fun stuff, rounds out the top 10.
It's still in there, man.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, out of all of those, hit of the week was Lifemark. It's a Fathom faith-based type of movie that did $2.2 million as a special event. But it goes back to what we were talking about last time about Dragon Ball and those special events that cost $12.
Yeah.
This movie cost $12. So that's probably how they got that 1,500 screens. But we talked a lot about how profitable faith-based movies can be. We talked about Father Stu not too long ago with Wahlberg, and that one did fairly well. So yeah, faith-based are still it's still profitable. So yeah, that's the hit of the week for me.
Is the studio that made it an actual listed like as a church?
No, I did not see that.
Well, because I'm thinking then it'd be tax-free. Just thinking how much more money they make.
Dud of the week. Oh man, I'm gonna actually have to go with this movie called Medieval. $810,000, or in other words, The Rock's petty cash.
Just tell me it was in like 800 theaters.
It was in 1,311.
Oh my God! It made less than $1,000 per theater.
Yes, it was. It starred Ben Foster and Michael Caine was in that movie.
Michael Caine
was
he
not.
Alfred?
No, he was not Alfred.
If it had been Alfred, if this had been some type of Alfred spinoff,
no,
I bet you would have made money.
If he would have been the guy that drove the plane in Jaws: The Revenge. No, all right. Anyways, so that one was kind of like dud for me. Medieval did nothing in the theater. It was like really nothing. Every time I go in, there was freaking empty. So
I had never even heard of this film. So the marketing in this movie was really bad. But then, who stars Michael Caine in a film where he's not? I mean, where he's not Alfred? Yes. I don't want to see that.
Matt Reeves. He didn't. He had circus on that. Anyway, so that's the top 5. Up next.
Okay.
All right. Up next, we have The Woman King with Viola Davis.
Which is the prequel to Black Panther 2.
Black Panther. This is Black Panther
1.5.
Yeah, the ancestors for Black Panther. That's what this movie is. The grandma.
That's unfortunately that's all I take away from it. It's like
Me too.
The themes are so similar, and I mean it's a great job to Michael Coogler, right? Frank,
but I don't know if
Ryan
Coogler's in it. I don't think he has anything to do with
not for this film, but it was like it's a
for Black Panther.
Yeah, for Black Panther, it was like that he captured all those themes, and that's what made people really love Black Panther so much. So when we get a film that's based on a real character from that cultural area, then you're like, well, Black Panther.
Right, and that's why I'm kind of debating on whether or not. Don't get me wrong, it looks really good. You got some really good performances. Viola Davis looks like she could potentially even be freaking nominated for an Oscar for this. But there's too many similarities where when you have Black Panther coming out in November, which possibly The Woman King might still be out in theaters.
Yeah, it's too close, and it's probably going to be a great biopic because I want to say I know.
Yeah, it's based on true event.
Yeah, I feel like I know this story, or I just recently come across this story. It's going to be an amazing thing, but gonna make you think Black Panther. So for Disney, they were like, yeah, go ahead and promote Black Panther for us. Go ahead and promote Black Panther for us. But I mean, I hope it does well. I mean, because we need to see more stories like this being told. So I hope it does well, but it is coming out very, very close to Black Panther, and it feels like it do more for Black Panther than it will do for itself. Now, Black Panther had just come out.
I think it'll still make sense.
Black Panther came out before this, and then you can kind of push this off as like, this is Black Panther 2.5. Then, you might have been able to do better. But maybe they're doing this on purpose. They were like, hey, let's get people to maybe, like back in the day with the video stores, like, let's put in a movie that makes people think it's close to the big movie that's coming out. So that way they'll just, oh, I didn't know what this was about. This is what I thought it was about, but I'm already here watching it. Let me go ahead and enjoy it all the way.
Like being like Transmorphers?
Yeah, Transmorphers.
You're saying that's awful.
I'm sorry.
This is a Transmorphers
I'm sorry, but this is
Black
the Transmorphers of Black Panther.
So awful.
I mean, but it's
I was looking
it's
at
real Black Panther. It's real life Black Panther.
Yeah. I was looking at it more like are you
In a
gonna have a
historical
similar type of fatigue? Maybe it's a cultural fatigue. I don't know. You tell me. Like the way you had Last Jedi in December, and then you had Solo in May, so 6 months apart more or less. You're gonna have that kind of fatigue because you're gonna have the Woman King in September. Then
are you saying like the same audience will want to see this?
Is it gonna
Black
be
people?
Will there be? I said a cultural fatigue.
Yeah, I said the same audience. Black people.
What you saying?
Is that Black people are gonna go see this, and Black people are gonna see?
Well, I don't know. You're gonna have.
And it was like, well, they want to see this movie twice.
Okay, how about this? The triple feature of Beast, Woman King, and Black Panther.
Some movie theaters should do that. Some movie theaters should do that. If somebody got and look, if nerds can sit down for like 15 hours and watch all the Marvel movies together, Black people, we can sit down and support 3 Black films. We can sit down and support 3 Black films. All right, to make it better, we'll put in Rocky 3, and then so that way we can have BA, we can have Mr. T and and Carl Weathers So we Clover Lang and
Oh
Apollo
my God.
as well. We'll just make it a quadruple thing.
Anyway, tell us what you think out of those, all of those movies that made the top 5. Which one did you go see? Which one did you like? Which one should even be in the freaking top 5?
I still gotta go see Superpets.
Yeah. I still want to see Beast, man. Like, especially when this one of our followers said, "Hey, it's Cujo and Ghost in the Darkness." Like, damn, that's a good point.
Oh man, you could add Beast to that. Now it's a quintuple little.
That's what I said.
You said Beast. Oh, I thought you meant Beast of No Nation.
No, Beast.
Oh,
And then,
never mind.
I forgot about that movie. Anyway, all right. So, Terrence, take us home.
Yeah. All right, so guys, make sure you tell us about like any film that you actually went to go see this week, because I didn't see any. So, and the way the box office looked, y'all didn't go see anything either. Y'all didn't see anything either. So, if you did see a movie, please tell us what it was in the comments below. Also, too, we still got merch, guys. Here's one of the shirts. I don't know if you guys know it. If you've been to our Amazon store, you can go grab his. You can also grab. Yeah, sorry. You can also grab. Go to the gun show and go grab one of our muscle tees. Hey, summer's getting ready to end, so please buy one before you can't wear them anymore. I mean, or you could wear them and just be sexy but cold. Also, too, go to Patreon and give us some money. Patreon.com/thegoods. Donate anywhere from $1 on that.
For Aspen, Art, and Carlo, where the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
We'll see you next time.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they'll have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down, patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it. Top flight.